What's good? It is your boy Bake. Today we're talking about gameplay and specifically on the defensive end and some more features. Mike Wang is out of hiatus. First and foremost, before we do that, I need y'all to do one thing. Spam up the lockdown gang in the comments below. Thank you for all your prayers, all your love. I'm healing. I'm getting better. I should be able to stream tomorrow, man. So we'll be back tomorrow. Thank y'all so much. It was a scary experience, and I'll tell y'all all about it tomorrow, bro. But Mike Wang talked about some juicy stuff, and it's about the LDG gang. Let's hear what Mike Wang talked about when it came to defense. Check him out.
It's going to be a hard one to pinpoint. I'm going to say two things. But number one, because this was one of our biggest pillars for gameplay this year, it's going to be defense. And I think that's going to be just perimeter defense, body ups on the floor, movement, and how the players feel just in on-ball defensive stances and on-ball defensive situations. But at the rim, especially, and contesting shots, all that stuff was reworked. We have an all-new block system. It just feels much more rewarding on the defensive end of the floor, just making plays and getting stops. So I think that's going to be the most exciting thing for our community because it's just a much more balanced game and a much more fun game to play.
Now, I love when he talks about all the changes that he's making with the shot system, the body ups, the movement, and being rewarded on the defensive end, but I got to see it for myself. I got to have it in my hands. I got to be able to utilize the defense abilities. I still truly believe the way we can really maximize defense is to finally give us defensive animations, bruh. I think that would be so freaking huge, having defensive animations, because we need to be able to control the defensive animations we get based off our defensive attributes. I'm tired of the badges determining a lot more of the defensive things that happen. Let us have the animations based off our attributes, and then those attributes and animations are maximized with the badges, y'all. But not only did he talk about defense, for y'all dribble heads out there, he did talk about some changes coming to the dribbling system. Check him out right here.
And the second thing I'm going to say is because this is one of my personal favorites is going to be dribbling. I think that just all the stuff we've added there with the new combos and the new signature moves, this is going to be a lot of fun. So if you're a dribble guy, a dribble head, you're going to have a lot to work with this year.
So there you have it. He even talked about some new dribble combos, new dribble moves coming. I know we've been dealing with the same dribble moves for the past years, man. And so they said it's supposed to be new. We're going to have to find out and see for ourselves. Y'all know how 2K be getting it juiced up for us, man, before the game come out. And then the game come out, we're like, yo, where the new stuff at? Where all this is and all that at? But he also talked about the balance. And this was the biggest thing we've been always preaching for the 2K community, is having the balance, the best of offense, the best of defense. So check out what Mike Wang said right here.
Yeah, and that's, I think just what I alluded to is just the game feels way more balanced, and it makes more sense just in terms of how we're rewarding players if they are doing the right thing on the court. I know it sounds really general and really basic, but a lot of times in the past, sometimes you'd make the right play or do the right thing, but you weren't always rewarded for it. And in 2K22, I feel like that's it's much more just a one-to-one. If you make the right play, you get rewarded. You get the right stops or you score. So just shooting open shots, taking high IQ shots, much more rewarded. It just feels way better to make the right play, get open, knock down those open jumpers. They're so much fun to play with. And Luka too, right? We brought in Luka from OCAP, and he gave us his patented step back jumper and his moves, and so the nicest guy and super funny, just a pleasure to work with. So we're so excited that he's our cover guy this year.
Balanced gameplay is everything, and he said that it's going to feel rewarding for making the right plays, shooting the right shots, doing the right things. But Mike Wang, I gotta see it for myself. I told y'all he's dropping news. I told y'all they're getting geared up for the gameplay, man. When y'all gonna start paying attention to your boy? LDG believes me, the other community don't. I've been telling y'all the gems before Mike Wang even came on the day. This is all to boost up next week's courtside report when they talk about the gameplay features. He also talked about some seasons as well, so check this out.
Yeah, so seasons is going to be, we've had it in the past with my team. And the goal that Eric Benish wanted this year was to really extend the seasons across the entire game. So I'll speak to gameplay because that's my area. What we're doing with seasons is we're going to try and release content throughout the entire year. So, on day one, we've usually just thrown all the animations at you, all the signature moves and shots and everything. But we're going to try and roll that out across the year, just to kind of change the meta up a little bit, give people something to look forward to. And it's really going to, I think, just prolong the life of the game and make people just excited to try new things.
One thing that stood out for me is the fact that he said they're rolling out stuff. So we're not going to get all the dribble animations. So that can be deceiving if we're getting actual new dribble animations or so. We may not even get a lot of them, or we may get the same ones, just spread it out throughout the season. So it'd be interesting to see. I love how they're trying to get the game to, not just die out after Legend, man, because again, Legend gets old. We want to continue to have multiple things to play for and multiple things to earn. So I like the aspect of seasons. I just got to see how they're going to implement it and how it actually going to work. But he talked about the builder. Let's get into it.
That's a good question, because that's something that we're always trying to balance and tune, because we don't really want there to be one dominant archetype, right? So the power forward thing is fixed, and it's much more spread out in terms of the badges you get per position and heights and archetypes. But one thing we've really focused on was trying to make all the different heights and positions have unique strengths and abilities. So one thing that I think might actually be interesting is we might have a lot of smaller players this year. If you are 6 foot or under, you get a massive speed boost. You have access to higher ball handling ratings as well as like 3-point ratings. So a lot of people might gravitate toward that direction this year. Having said that, in our online test here internally, we've got a guy who plays as like a 7-foot center every single time, and he is so dominant in our games. So, I think it's a good mix, because I think you're going to have people who want to be kind of that in the middle road, small forward, power forward, and still kind of do it all. But you might see some players gravitate toward like point guards, small point guards even, and then like big centers, and hopefully we have the whole gambit covered and it's a much more balanced experience overall.
It's looking like we're going to have a different meta, man. It's looking like smaller players might be the wave this year, because they're going to show the differentiation between speed of a small and a tall, but you also get strength for being a taller player. So it's based off what you want in your play style. If they can make this work in this balance, 2K22 is looking like a major W. But again, we're going to have to see it for ourselves. He also talked about the gameplay differences between current and next gen, saying that there's going to be more parity, but the foot speed or the foot planning and movement is going to be a little bit more emphasized on next gen. But y'all know how the movement is on next gen, bro. We ain't even about to get into that. But thank y'all so much for the love, man. Keep it locked in, because the courtside report is just around the corner. Don't think 2K just showed y'all this for no reason. It's for a purpose, man. Listen to your boy. Live life stress less. You rocking one of the best. Without God, I wouldn't be here today, man. Always have faith, hope, and love. And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow through the grace of God with another stream, and let's get it lit, man. I miss you. I appreciate y'all. And it's your boy Bake. Deuces.